Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Impact segment tonight. Let's bring in Governor Mike Pence, who's running with Donald Trump on the Republican ticket. As everybody knows, he joins us from Pennsylvania. So, Governor, you guys caught a break with this Hillary Clinton email stuff. Do you think it's enough to hand you the election a week from tonight?
Well, you know, long before that announcement last Friday, Bill, I mean, frankly, polls around the country were showing tremendous momentum in this campaign. And frankly, I saw it as I was traveling across the country campaigning for Donald Trump and with Donald Trump. The crowds, the enthusiasm. This is really a movement of the American people that want to make America great again.
The so-called October surprise. I mean, nobody expected FBI Director Comey to come out Friday and say, hey, we have to reopen this because Uma Abedin's computer may contain national security stuff that shouldn't be on there. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to get into perspective here, whether that's enough to put you guys over the top. In your opinion, is it?
Well, I think that's in the hands of the American people, but the simple fact is that millions of Americans, Bill, were very troubled this summer when the FBI concluded that Hillary Clinton had been, in their words, extremely careless with classified information on a private server when she was Secretary of State, and yet they didn't recommend to continue the investigation or charges. We think it was right, and we commend the Director of the FBI for keeping his word to the Congress and the American people.
Okay.
They found new, pertinent information. They're initiating an investigation. But what we already knew about Hillary Clinton's years as Secretary of State, where she had a private foundation that took foreign contributions and has come out in this avalanche of emails, I truly do believe convinces millions of Americans that Hillary Clinton should never be elected President of the United States. At the end of the day, I want to tell you, there was tremendous momentum in this campaign, even before this latest announcement, and we're seeing it across Pennsylvania and everywhere we go.
Well, you're down by 11 in Pennsylvania, according to the Franklin Marshall poll, but we'll get to that in a moment. But I still want to stay on Hillary Clinton here. Do you think that she is a corrupt person?
Well, I don't think there's any question that over the last 30 years, the Clintons' careers have been characterized by
Hillary Clinton,
politics of personal enrichment.
Is she corrupt?
I think there's been outright corruption represented throughout their careers, Bill. Good heavens, you had Bob Woodward, famously of...
You're saying yes, you think she's a corrupt person?
Well, Bob Woodward of Woodward and Bernstein said on this network about a week ago that having a private foundation taking foreign contributions from foreign governments while she was Secretary of State, he said that's not unseemly. He said, quote, it's corrupt.
But that's Bob Woodward saying it's corrupt. I want to know what Mike Pence says. Is Hillary Clinton corrupt?
I think her actions as Secretary of State, the pay-to-play politics, where you saw Hillary Clinton and aides to Hillary Clinton actually directing contracts for the reconstruction of Haiti to friends of the Clintons who were contributors to their campaigns and their private foundation. That's the kind of pay-to-play corruption the American people are tired of in Washington, D.C. and it's going to come to an end the day that Donald Trump becomes president.
I think Americans want to know if you think she's corrupt. And you've said now that you do. Is Loretta Lynch, the Attorney General of the United States, corrupt? She does not want to investigate the Clinton Foundation. You just pointed to it. She does not want, according to reportage by the Wall Street Journal, to investigate it at all. Is Loretta Lynch corrupt?
Well, I don't think we really know. I know that the meeting between former President Clinton and the Attorney General on the tarmac on a private aircraft that would have been a clandestine meeting, but for some industrious local television reporter who saw that it happen this summer was deeply troubling to millions of Americans. But
you haven't decided whether you think she's corrupt or not?
No, I don't think we have the facts. And at the end of the day,
it's not enough that she doesn't want to investigate the Clinton Foundation? It's not enough?
Well, Bill, look, I don't want to presume on what her opinions are on that or not. I've seen press reports and suggestions, but at the end of the day, Hillary Clinton's on the ballot. Donald Trump's on the ballot. The American people in Donald Trump have a choice in a candidate who's got an ethics reform proposal. We're going to move in the first 100 days that's going to drain the swamp. We're going to have government as good as our people. We're going to pass fundamental ethics reform in our nation's capital and change the direction of Washington, D.C.
Okay. You're down by 11, as I mentioned, in this Franklin Marshall poll in Pennsylvania. You need Pennsylvania or Wisconsin, one of those two, to pick off to win the electoral vote. We just analyzed it earlier on the factor. 11, that's a big number being down in Pennsylvania right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, the only poll that matters is the one that's going to be finished on Election Day. And people are going to go to vote here in Pennsylvania on November the 8th. And I just have to tell you, campaigning with Donald Trump here in the Keystone State, he's in Wisconsin tonight. Bill, really and truly, the enthusiasm that we see from not just Republicans, but independents and many Democrats around the country is like nothing I've seen in my lifetime since the days of Ronald Reagan. The American people know we can be stronger, we can be more prosperous, but we've got to have new leadership, and that happens the day Donald Trump becomes president.
There's no question the enthusiasm level from the folks attending the rallies is much higher on your ticket than it is on the Democratic ticket. We appreciate your time, Governor. We know you're running around like crazy. It's very nice of you. I hope we can talk again before the vote. Thanks again.
Yeah.